Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Planning with Donna Smith Wilson, and what you see before you is a Hot Mess Express video. I am attempting to make a junk journal cover. So this is going to be my video 1 of Junk Journaling 101 Donna style. Okay, so what you see before you is a hot mess. And my style is going to be a little different, probably from everybody else's. Like everything else I do, I try to be a little bit different than everybody else. With that being said, I wanted to show you what I put together I think it was last Friday. I got to make sure there we go. I want to make sure my lines are straight. All right, I want to show you what I put together last Friday during the Planner Besties Zoom, or Saturday, excuse me. This is one. Now, this is not antiqued and everything yet. This is a shorter one. As you can see, I have a pocket right here and a pocket right here. I will distress these. This is going to be love letters to my granddaughter. I'm going to write letters about things that we've experienced and memories that we've had and how I felt and how she makes me feel. And I'm going to give this to her like in a little time capsule type thing. When I'm gone, she'll have this to reflect back on. And I made this one cover. Looks like leather. You can see the inside. This one's for Liam. I'm going to do the same thing for him on this one. So, a little different than most of the stuff that you see. With that being said, I've got a bunch of stuff here together, and I'm going to give you a few tips. First of all, plain old junk in your house, old paper, newspaper, old books, old ribbon. I have old ribbon. Use what you have. Have I bought a few things? Yes, I have. Like here, I keep a little box. This is some old packing paper. It's perfect for junk journaling. You can even Mod Podge onto your cover with this. Wrinkle it up as much as you want, and it'll make it look really old. Old tissue paper, you can do the same thing. You can put this down. Then you can put like this down on top of it to make it like super sort of textured and thick. Just a little trick I picked up. Put those back. Keep stuff, scrap paper. I have a lot of these little scrap books that's got all kinds of stuff. You can distress the corners of them, make them look super cute. You can also buy old looking little 6x6 books. Y'all have seen this before on my channel. You can use stuff like that. Super cheap. You can pick that stuff up on clearance. I even have some little sticky notes I may or may not incorporate into this spread. One thing that is good to have, if you have not picked one of these up, is your Fiskars cutter. This thing is awesome. It has the little thing that comes out. I need a new blade, but that thing is worth its weight in gold. These are some mini, what I'm going to call, they're like little mini notebooks. And what I did is I made my covers and I've inserted stuff. And then like on this one, I have the stuff I want to put in it. And I'm making these for different people. And this is what I was going to put inside this one because I felt like the colors went well together. And then I'll have a bunch of scrap paper. And when I say scrap paper, I want to show you what I have. This is packing paper that came in an Amazon box. It's already perforated. It's already wrinkly. This will make a signature. You can sew it, or you can take an awl and put a couple of holes and sew it by hand or on a machine, or you can staple it, whatever way you want to do it. Or you can put one of those elastic bands and keep it like that. any way you want to do it, you can do it like that. And this is just trash, basically. So I just wanted to share a couple little things like that with you guys. I have some scrapbook paper that I've torn up from a while back that I may or may not use. A couple vintage looking stickers. Some of my little stickers I got from Shein. I have an old little mini envelope that I may or may not use. And then some little doily stickers. Just different little things like that. Antique paper. Blah, blah, blah. So let's get started. And these are some papers that I may or may not use. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to incorporate these in just a moment. I do use this to do my corners, and basically I just take this, and the easiest way I have found to do it is just do it like that. You don't even have to use like a dauber or whatever you want to use. Here's some more scrap paper. I pulled this scrap paper out of a book that I got from, this came from Walmart. It's called Vintage Treasures Design Papers, 50 sheets. And I love anything that looks old. So you have all kinds of vintage looking papers in here. So it's perfect for junk journaling. So I had some scrap of this left over and this from Liam's book. I cut these two in half. Then I have like a newspaper column. I have music note paper. I have paper that's got books stacked on it. So this may or may not get incorporated into our plan today. So I've taken the liberty of going ahead and measuring and cutting how I want this to be. This is the perfect size for me because I like the size of what the spine will be. So with that being said, let me zoom just a little bit. All right. So with that being said, when you fold it up and it's a book, it's not this thick, okay? Now keep that in mind when you make your signatures to put in here, okay? Don't put so many in here that you can't decorate those pages and make those pages bulky. That makes sense. So what I did was I took my scrapbook paper and I went down through here and I marked where these lines were so that I could go ahead and fold in my paper to get that fold in there so that when I get it glued down and I go to do this, the paper doesn't want to pull apart. And if it does, you can always embellish it with some washi tape or ribbon to cover that up, okay? So I want this like so, and I want to make it overhang because I'm going to overhang on the inside. So we're going to get started. And what I'm going to do, where is my all nasty rata? I know. So I'm basically just going to go down through here and try to get, and there's a gnat in here naturally. You know how it goes. I don't even have to tell y'all. You already know. And I have found that the harder that you push on this, the better that it works. You know, it only took me how long to figure that out? Alrighty. And I think this one's out, or it acted like it was out. Hold on. I think it's just clogged. Hold on. Disaster 101. You know I've always got to stockpile this stuff. Well, it's not wanting to drag, so let's take her out. No, it's empty. Put me another one in here. I've been going through these glue rollers like water. Pop that in there. There we go. And we are back in business. Boy, that one really rolls good. So what I'm going to do, and I put that down just to keep from getting it all over my desk, is I'm going to take it and line it up down here at the bottom. Oop. Try to. I'm going to have to slide my chair out just a hair. There we go. I think I got it. I ain't going to swear to it. Well, pretty close. Leave it to me to make a disaster on camera. We're going to leave it, folks, because I'm not going to take any chances of tearing this all to pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to like score that really good, because I'm going to glue that down. There we go. And we'll come over here, and I'm going to take, I wasn't off by too much. Try to get up there in those corners. Now we're going to cover this up, so if it's not perfect, that's okay too. I'm going to do the same thing here. Pull it up, go over it, and I know I've got glue up there, but guess what? I'm going to put a piece of paper over there, and you're going to see here in just a minute. All right, you get a pucker, just take something like that and smooth it right out. Remember, this is a junk journal, so to speak. So the thing about that is, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to look like a hot mess. All right, so we've got that down. So what I was going to do for the inside is, I think I'm going to take this newspaper and put it on the inside, like so. So just so you see, that's where I'm going with it. But for right now, let's just keep it simple. Put this back down. And what I want to do is come over here, and I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to put it right like so, just like this. Okay? And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to do it just like this. Come on the corners here. I'll tell you, that glue gets a little weird. And then I want to just overlap just ever so slightly right here on this piece, because I want it to catch. Put that down, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I just thought that this would be something different. I don't think I've really done anything with junk journaling much, because, and I didn't really do that the way I wanted to, but that's okay. This is a learning process for me too, guys, because I've made covers, but like I say, it's different. I like how that looks. Almost looks like an old encyclopedia. But we're going to fix all that. So that's what I'm saying. If you make a mistake, this is the perfect thing to make a mistake with, because nobody cares. So this one's going to be the same way. And I'm probably going to come about right there. And I am going to go all the way down through here with this. Now, if you were putting glue on stuff like tissue paper or stuff that's really thin, be forewarned that this will pick it up and rip it. So just know that in advance, that that can happen. So I'm going to put this one here, and I know you're probably thinking, what are you doing? That's not like the other one. Well, it's going to be. Here we go. Oh, what I did. But the good thing about this stuff is it will wad up, see, like that. If you go over it with your finger, every bit of this will come off. So I'm not going to do that right now because I want to get this rounded here. Lord, I'm picking up everything. Everything but money and men. So, let's do this side. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying in frame so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right. We're going to bring this side in. All right, let's do this first. And then I like to do this. And we'll come back to that one. Let's overlap this. Push it down as hard as you can. I can trim that with my knife. And a little piece of glue. Then I'm going to cut this like so. None of this stuff has to be perfect because I'm going to cover all that up. So, for those of you that are out there going, Lord, she done made a hot mess. This is looking awful. That's okay. That's the great thing about it. Is there's like really seriously no pressure with junk journaling because it can look like a total disaster. The only thing is this little overlap right here, and I will probably fix that off camera. I got most of it off of there. And you can put little embellishments on this. So what I'm going to do, that's that. So let's do, I might do something a little bit more heavy duty on the inside just because I want it to hold up well. I like that a lot. And I can leave this like this, and this can be a pocket. So you can just see, I just like it to go about like that. And then we can make a pocket in behind there. All right, I do want to take this right here, this white that's going to show, and we're just going to do a little surgery right here because I can't be having that showing because it's going to get on my nerves. Well, I thought I cut it. Apparently I didn't. So how are you guys doing? I had a pretty fair week. I had a good evaluation, so that was awesome at work. Things are starting to come together, we'll say. Much better than it was initially. There we go. And I'm just going to go there. All right. And I want to take a, where is my... I have a black, if I can find it. Lord have the mercy. Isn't it funny how when you're looking for something you can never find it? That's because it's over here. I just want to try to cover that up a little bit. And this is where all of the antiquing part comes in, which you're not going to see that, but whatever. All right. So here we go. And put this like so. And I really want it to be more and if I can try to cut it, pull it in through there. And I'm just trying to make it look more authentic, let's say. Much better. Yes. There we go. So now you have all this space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this scrap piece here and I'm going to put it right, yep, right like so. So, I know you're probably thinking, You are all over the place, woman. I just want to get this piece down first, so it looks more finished. Right. I can get it up there. There we go. There we go. All right, I think I got it. Now, you have a more finished, see, it looks like a hot mess when you're doing it. And it's like, oh boy, this is not turning out right. But once you get it on here, that looks very finished. So that's the whole point. And I can see right here, I'm gonna take my scorer, and right here is where my mark is. So what I do, you're gonna laugh at me, and that's okay. I use what I have. I'm taking this, and I'm taking this, and where did my trimmer go? There it is. And I'm taking my trimmer this way, and I'm laying this down like so. Put a little bit of a score in there, and that way it makes it so much easier to bend. And I've learned a lot of this stuff from the Posh Paper Lady. If you haven't checked out her channel, you do not know what you're missing. So now when I go to fold my book, see, now this one is going to be right there. Come on now. Don't be sticking down yet. And I'm going to take this. And like I said, you don't have to get out the level and the saws and all that good stuff. It's just a way to make it fold better. And I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. So, and I don't have, like I said, I don't have a scoreboard. And a scoreboard has the little grooves in it. So when you line this up, make sure that you're going at least even with that, okay? So Donna's going to try to do this without getting glue everywhere. Try to stay in my seam down through here. There we go. Turn it back this way. And now you don't want to glue here because this is going to be a pocket. Keep that in mind. But you do want to glue where your fold is. Okay? So probably the best way to do that is like this so that I don't totally mess it up. And if you want your spine to be reinforced, you can take pieces of cardboard or the thicker cardstock paper, and you can totally use that. So keep that in mind when you're getting ready to lay this down. You just want to do here in this bottom edge. I've already got some right there. There. So I'll put some on my spine. Excuse me. And I'm going to line this up. Make sure I'm lined up with my spine. There we go. And just lay that down. So now you have your little pocket in here that you can put little notes in. You're going to take this. Let me take my thing here. Make sure I got it the right way. And I'm just going to go down through here and just try to make it a little more. That really does help on that bend. Because it's going to want to pucker. And you've got to get stuff where it's going the right way. There we go. Much better. So on this side, we're pretty much going to do the same thing. I was thinking about folding this over where it'll be extra reinforcement for my spine, like I was just talking about. Because that's all going to be covered up. You ain't going to see a bit of it. So I think I will do that. Let's just do this. Okay. A little extra glue right there. There we go. And I know y'all are thinking, oh my gosh. Remember, guys, you ain't going to see any of this. Not going to see any of it. Okay? All right. So, we're almost there, and this will be part 1. So, I think what I'm going to do, since I did this way, is I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. And I just need to bring it to about right there. And pull this down just a smidge. So I'll get it even. There we go, right there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and fold it ever so slight to the inside so I know exactly where to cut. Take my scissors, cut this off, and like I said, it doesn't have to be completely perfect, because I may or may not, I haven't made up my mind yet, do some kind of an embellishment binding on the outside. You know me, it's got to be extra. So I'm just going to put some glue down here. Tuck that under, and there we go. So what I should have done here, as you can see, I got one wanting to come back up. There we go. Maybe because I didn't glue it down. Well, you can tell I'm new at this. That did not run out that quick. There we go. It's down now. Shut up and underneath there. All right. And this way, we're going to take, not the brown, but I think I'm going to take, this yellow maybe. And do it, I think I'm going to overlap that. I like it. Do that. And then I'm going to take it just saves so much time. I'm going to go to the inside of that mark. And we have a pocket over here. Now keep in mind, we're just going to do the spine right here and right here. Okay? So let's see if we can do this, or let's see if I can do this without completely messing it up. Glue runner, empty. All right. See? It will pull that paper right up. I did that the other night when I was working on it, and I'm like, oh no, it tore my paper. You have to be really super careful with this, because it'll pull it right with it. All right. Of course, we're covering it up, so you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. Make sure you're laying it down right. I'm gonna get it even, Steven. There we go. And we just made a cover, people. Yes, we did. Where is mine? Now, this is my first one. I've done it on camera. So, if I didn't do it the way you did it, or do it, that's okay. This is new to me. It's new to you, probably. And all I can say is, be kind. Don't be ugly in the comments. Put that out of the way. And let me see if I can get this. You have to work with these folds. And like I said, it makes all the difference in the world if you do this ahead of time. And you put them folds in there ahead of time. It makes a big difference. So now, what I was saying was, you can put little love letters down in here. And that reinforced your spine. So now your spine's going to be nice and sturdy. To fix this edge right here, it's going to be quite interesting. And I think probably, I really don't know how I'm going to fix it. But you know I'm going to think of something. I want to do something that's going to be pleasing over here. And that might end up being some kind of ribbon or lace or something coming off the edge of here. But I'm not going to worry about that today. So there is my junk journaling cover tutorial. If you want to get into junk journaling, save your cereal boxes, save your Wheaties boxes. I have all kinds of different size boxes that I save because you need this part to make your book part and all of your scraps. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of my OGs. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.